What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. We are back here on Spectacle Island. This year's my start from scratch Let's Play. We're just getting going. Already episode 9. Long ways to go still. Over 80 hours put in. Yeah, start from scratch. And we're right here we left off. I didn't get anything else done. Got kind of busy doing other stuff. Life took over. Been pretty busy. Um, yeah, Discord's been fun. Everybody, make sure you go over there and check out Mr. Sealy P's Discord and Alien Jim's Discord channels. Pretty fun stuff going on over there. I was hoping on getting that field kind of wrapped up and having us sitting here with the last load ready to go onto the barge, but we are still at it. So we're just going to continue on. Alright, everything's caught up here. What's up, Pistol? How's it going, buddy? We're going to jump in this truck here. We're going to go ahead and haul this truck back up to the field. And we're just going to get it all set back up and continue on. Oh, you're doing good? That's good. I'm doing well, thank you. Happy Friday. So yeah, we should be able to, I keep saying that, we should be able to get the field done. It is the biggest field that we own, though, so getting 6 all the way done is going to be nice. We got to get all the plowing going over there. And, we got some work ahead of us tonight. And every time I come down the hill, it looks like that grass popped up, but it still hasn't popped up yet. I'm hoping it pops up, at least starting to grow. Maybe first day of summer? Last day of spring, maybe? That's tomorrow's last day of spring. We came out here, we got pre-emerge put down. We're waiting on our corn to germinate and pop up. That way we can spray the pre-emerge on the corn. Hey, what's up, Jay? How's it going, buddy? Oh, the wife and kids are good. Thanks, Pistol, for asking. I hope your family's doing well. How's the weather down there in Texas, right? Isn't that where you are, Pistol? Oh, I guess I'm taking the long way up and around. So this is the way you actually would go to Field 6, or you could go up past, like, the water fountain up there by that house, up on top of the hill. Or you could go out and around this way. Field 6 is pretty far. We have some land up here. I don't even think we're going to get into these fields up here this year, this season, but playing 12-day seasons gave us some time to get her done, and like I was saying, we're like right here we left off. Hey, what's up, Mr. Gamer? How's it going? You said you might be able to save for a little while? Have I tried playing American Farming map? Yeah, I have. It's nice, but it's not like Alien Gym map. I played it, I jumped on like the main farm area, and I wanted to start building up like a big dairy farm type of setup, and I totally was doing that. I was building up a dairy farm, 500 cows over there. I was going to add another dairy barn too, so I'd have more cows. I was thinking maybe 1,000 cows. And I was playing on seasons too, I got it going. I'm like, I don't know, 8 or 9 days into that one. Playing pretty fast, though. Just because I only have cows and just trying to get a bunch of manure going. But it's pretty. It looks nice, I really like the barns. The barns and stuff, the structures on there are really nice. Super, super nice, but it's not fun like this map. Once this map is going to be going, this map is like the start from scratch right now, but this map will end up being the fun map. Like, it'll end up having all the big toys on there. Like, we'll probably get like a monster truck on here eventually. Driver getting around is just a monster truck, but we're gonna have stuff on here. Like, alien gym maps are like that because you could like take advantage of them eventually. I'm just not trying to get loans or tap into the bank. I do have a load of digestate that we're gonna go and sell that. Oh man, remember we were talking about that piece of forest area over there? just for anybody who was just watching my last video or was on the last stream, we were talking about getting this bit right here, and this is $124,160, which is super cheap compared to this side, which is almost half a mil, which makes sense because of how much land it is. But this side is only 124. Man, check these trees out. I was looking at these trees earlier. If anybody's on forestry on here, so like, I guess I already went through with the mill loader and got all the small trees. But this here is a medium. I consider this one a medium-sized tree. You know, I split it into thirds by hand or in half. Or the way we're doing the 12-meter logs, actually, that's a 12-meter tree. So then these over here are double that. This size tree here. So that's a 24-meter tree, right? So it's a pretty good tree. I'm zoomed all the way out as far as I can zoom out on console, you know. Um, but look at, man, check these trees out over here. They are, I don't know, I gotta go and check other maps out maybe. Look at all these trees over here, right? These are like your regular. Well, I guess some of these are pretty tall. So those trees back there were tall, but look at these trees over here. I was looking at these. So we got a small tree. This here 12-meter medium-sized tree right here. So this one's like you know, whatever that is, 6-meter or something with the top cut off maybe. But these are like 12 meters, and then we got like our other pretty decent sized tree, 24-meter over here. But man, look at these trees. I can't even zoom out far enough to see the top of those trees. Those trees are so tall. This is that plot right here for 124 grand. So I think we're gonna end up trying to get some money, and we're gonna try to get this plot right here. But man, some of these trees are humongous over here. So some of these will easily get some nice loads of logs going. Hopefully enough to at least make it worthwhile having the harvesting stuff, which is all this stuff right here. $40,000 initial leasing costs, and it's probably not that cheap daily either, or running cost either. So we just need to make it worth our while. Hopefully we make our 40 back at least from that load of logs that are so what are we doing here? That load of logs that are already on the barge. We're gonna take the barge down to the sawmill and get that sold. Have I got an FS19? No, I haven't pre-ordered that yet. Oh yeah, Mac's gonna be part of it. Yeah, there's probably gonna be a few other brands as well besides just Mac. I've heard a few different things, but it's cool to see that other brands are getting involved. You know, I'm sure it's gonna get more and more, especially as Giants has more control, and you know the game's getting more popular too. So other brands that are out there are probably catching on. Like, oh, I want to be part of that. It's good advertisement, getting your brand out there. You know. That's how I would look at it anyways. Forestry and stuff's not everybody's cup of tea on Farm Sim, but it's across. You know, this one's going to be one of those slower played. Saying my internet's bad. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully everything's still there. I'm in menu, but it's not loading on my laptop. I can't tell what's going on YouTube, so hopefully everything's still there. I'm still going to be going. I hope it doesn't mess up my video. You think it crashed? No, I think we're back. I think we're good, which is crazy. I have good internet here. I usually don't have any problems, so hopefully it's back. I think we're back. We look good. Alright. Close one. That almost never happens to me. It's happened before. Like, sometimes when I'm playing other maps, sometimes my PS4 will kind of act up and an error will occur or something, and they'll kick me out of my game, but barely ever. So thanks for hanging in there, everybody. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's what's tough about doing live streams too versus like recording it and doing all the editing and everything is yeah, hopefully it does fine. Alright, sorry my gameplay over here is lagging out just on how I'm playing right now. Just trying to figure out if we're the stream's still going or how it's looking on your end or what. No, we're here. We're going. We're gonna keep on working. If something happens and it kicks us out, I'll get right back in. Don't you worry. It just sucks for like the, you know, for the stream, for the video and stuff. When that happens. So we're gonna try to get like 10 of these trees per pile. I'm gonna try and knock them out pretty quick so we don't have to be over here doing trees the whole time. Hopefully there's a couple contracts we could do. I think there was some fertilizer contracts that needed to get done. Yeah, I don't know why the internet was acting up there. Like I said, we have good service here. Usually it doesn't ever do that. So a little thing popped up on my screen that was saying poor signal, something like that, not strong enough to broadcast gameplay. That's like the first time I've ever seen that pop up. But then it went away. So what is that? 3, 6, 8. We got a couple more for that pile to go yet. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good Friday night or morning, right? Depending on wherever everybody's at. I think like over in the UK and stuff like that right now, wouldn't it be early in the morning right now? 4 in the morning? Because I feel like they're all waking up when I'm like going to bed, like late when I go to bed late after streaming and all that stuff. We got one more tree to go here. I think next I want to try to get all that area cleared on that other side, and then we'll get that plow guy going. We'll have to get some stumps out of the way. We'll get the plow going so then this field can get done. I think I'm just going to do corn over here. I keep going back and forth on what I want to do over here. But we already have the whole setup for that. And I think we'll get a harvester, something small. That way we can harvest corn. But then I want to also get a forage harvester. We're going to do a bunch of chaff for making silage and all that stuff. And the corn will be for the pigs. So I think that's 10... there, or about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. One more. Yeah, it's crazy how tall those other trees are. I don't know if in other maps if they're that tall, if you can't see the very tip of them. In that view anyways, you know? But that's like, what would that be, 4 12-meter chunks in one tree? Is that what those would be? Because that's going to be beautiful. You do, let's see, 4 trees would be 12 pieces. You could probably get away with that with the mill loader. If not, like 3 trees. That's kind of what I do on Blue Mountain Valley, but I don't run 12 meter, I run 10s, but I feel like with the 12s you can get away with more material lifted into one at one time. You could probably go longer, but with most of these trees they break down in 12s really good. So there's 10 there now. We're going to start a new stack here. This tree's tall enough, we'll get 2 pieces out of this one. Most of the trees over here are medium sized, so it takes a little bit to get the full pile going. Yeah, I'm really glad that it didn't crash on me. Super good, super good. Because I was feeling good vibes tonight, you know, I wasn't feeling any kind of interruption tonight. Tonight's going to be a nice, smooth one. You know, unless something happens in the game or something. Get the truck stuck on something or crash, and who knows what. You never know. Tipping over. Seems to happen to me every once in a while. So after this tree here, we're going to go over to the corner in front of us, and we're going to clear the trees out over there, and we'll get some stumps moved, and then get the plow going. Come back to this pile in a bit. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to this corner. That way, yeah, that'll give us at least, you know, up to that tree, and we could do all the stumps in this area here, and the plow could get busy for a while. And like, we'll try to keep up with him and see how far we can get. So yeah, we'll drag his way up over here. A little bit of extra driving, but not a big deal. That way all we have to do is clear the stumps out of here and we're ready to go. We don't have to worry about like loading that pile out of the way. Yeah, see, that last load we did was 40 pieces worth in one load. So that's about how many we're going to be getting. So all we need is 4 piles. 4 piles of 10, you know? I think if we did just a little bit less than that, I bet that crane would pick up the whole entire truckload in one strap. In one load, you know? In one grab. Versus like grabbing almost all of it and then coming back for like 6 or 8 pieces, I think it was. I think exactly how many you couldn't take. And we're kind of over the limit too on the load. But we end up getting down there just fine, so why not put a few more pieces on there? Yeah, I'm kind of excited to get over there and cut some of those taller trees down. We should be able to make some pretty good money on that. Man, I'm going to use that wood chipper thing on some of those big trees too. See how many wood chips we could get out of one of those. Because I guess that trailer is hard to fill. But I wonder how fast we could fill that big that big one up, 250,000 liter trailer. I wonder how long it would take to fill that up, just cutting giant trees down. You know, the money's probably not the best, but we can see, we can do a whole load of that. It wasn't terrible doing a big load. Oh, you're out of here? Alright, well, I'll be around for a bit if you come popping back in, so thanks for being here, bud. See you on the next one, or later on, hopefully. How many trees do we have left? 3 of those. Might even get like this one out too. Those are kind of on their own. I went around those. I went around a few times. It's crazy that some people choose to delete all these trees and everything. Like, I guess if you're just gonna put money in or get money in other ways, you know, it's fine, but I've always had such a hard time if it's like a crop in the field, or, you know, if I want to plant a different crop and there's a crop there already and I buy the field, I'll harvest everything out. It could be potatoes or sugar beets, whatever it would be. I'll harvest all of it out of the ground before I plow the field up. I don't want to waste like the crop or like the profit. I don't want to waste the money, you know. So if there's like a material or a crop or something that we can get money for, I'll usually try to harvest it out before flipping the field. And there's totally a signpost on it you can cut, and it totally removes all the trees off all the fields. So depending on which route you want to go. But it's kind of cool seeing the map develop slowly, you know, because it looks so much different, and then you clear out the land like one tree at a time, and it opens up an area. Like now we have like the view of like the whole bay there, and just on the other side of the trees back over there is the, you know, the boat where when you buy equipment it pops up over there on the dock. So we have this whole area. We have a lot of land out here. This field's going to actually yield out really well. And I still want to buy one of those other fields over there, like 13 with the oats on it or something like that. Like 13 or 14, one of those over there looking nice. Something we could get straw off of is what I'm going for. And oats are pretty decent money. Or maybe I'll go barley. We can sell, or we can give that to the chickens, and we can make straw off of that. So we'll see what's up there. I think 14 might be barley or wheat. Those both do pretty well also. See, I'm going to get this next tree right there out, and then we're going to go looking for some stumps, trying to get as many cleared out as we can. I always seem to miss one or two somewhere. The plow will find them. Hey, what's up, Trig? How's it going, man? Long time no see. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we'll get this tree. I was almost going to drive right past it. Just 1 second. Sorry about that. Jay, you're back already? What's that, man? That's funny. You're so funny. You pop in and out, but that's all good, you know? My streams are usually pretty long, so if you pop in and out, it's all good. You know, you guys are here to help and support the channel, you know. If you guys like the video, make sure you help out by hitting that thumbs up. I know some people pop into a YouTube video and just forget to hit the thumbs up, even if they would like to, you know, and just didn't. I do that sometimes too. I'll have like videos just on my playlist going and like the video, but forget to hit the thumbs up on them. So make sure if you guys do like the video, let me know. So I'm just going to park this right here for now. Yeah, let's see the telehandlers. Is that way over there? Yeah. Right? It's back there? Yeah, there it is. It was hard to see it past this mill loader. This thing's big. Alright, so let's go find us some stumps. Like these ones over here, I'll come back and get these. I just want to get the area cleared out over here by the plow first. Tab to it. What? Not sure what you mean. Oh, you're talking about just finding it instead of running over there? Is that what you're talking about? Alright, where's all these stumps? Move this out of the way. It's a nice tractor. I can't wait to use it more, and then like on our next season, planting, doing everything, we'll be able to go a little bit bigger, get our stuff going pretty quick. Like that'll be like expand time, you know. We'll go out, we'll get everything set up, planted, fertilized pretty quick next season, and expand into other fields, get other fields going, you know. We could probably expand pretty quick. Oh yeah, I'll tab most of the time, you know. But if it's like in the same field and I can run to it in, you know, 10, 15 seconds, then it's not too bad. Instead of scrolling through all the things that might take, if I could scroll straight to it, which I could if I went to my menu, if I did that, then I would do that. But who knows, it could be like the last thing I scroll to that took even longer to scroll. Or tab, whatever you said. Come on, stumps. I already was going around getting some around here. There's one. When I was cutting them with the chainsaw, I was leaving them longer, and that was making it a lot easier to find them in the fields. But with the harvester, I always go pretty low with them, and then sometimes they're hard to see. At least in like these fields they are. Usually it's just in dirt, you know. Most forestry maps, when you're cutting trees down, it's like forest ground, you know, dirt stuff. I'm just gonna do these here, and then I'm gonna get that plow going, and then we'll keep looking for more for a bit. That way that guy, the worker of the plow, will have enough area to keep him going for a while we get our next piles and next area cleared out. He'll probably catch up to us. It's only a 4-meter plow, but you know, a little bit of time it gets all this done. It's only, we were using that 2.5-meter plow. I forget what we do, 2 fields with that, or maybe a field and a half with that. Then we got that 4-meter plow, which is still pretty small, but we've used that same plow for all these fields. We haven't upgraded plows at all since that 4-meter plow. So I think my next plow will probably be like the 6M. If we have to plow any of the fields that we own, or I think any of the fields on this map, we'll just do it with the 6M. It's not that big a deal. I know some people like to go a little bit bigger. Maybe once we're over on the other island and I start expanding fields together and start going a little bit bigger. Like I said, we'll get like the biggest, baddest stuff on this map. We'll have all the biggest planters and all the biggest harvesters, and the slot count is so low on this map. It's very low on this map. You can have all the John Deere equipment, so eventually I'm going to have all the John Deere stuff going on here and all that. I just wanted to start off small and have, you know, stuff like this. But it's a cool tractor right here, the Egco, the workhorse. Yeah, the 4-meter plow. Yeah, it does a good job. So there you go. Go find some stumps for us, plow. We'll try to go ahead of it here for a bit and see if we can find some more stumps. Oh, there's some over here. They're kind of sporadic, you know. Usually when you're in a forest area, you have a pretty big area. You have a pretty big area that has trees, you know, trees. You don't have like a group of like 6. Usually you have, you know, trees all the way through you have to cut out. And then usually you don't have a crop that you're trying to find them in, you know? It's like a few more still over here. At least they stand out. You can see them because they're pretty bright. Another one. I thought there was only those left. There's a few left. So this was a pretty good group of trees here. And we only need like another, you know, maybe 15 or 16 logs or so to get a whole truckload down. He'll have a pretty big area to work now. There's some stumps right here. Maybe we don't need that many more logs because we got 1, 2, 3, yeah, maybe about that many. But on the last episode, what I was estimating was a truck and a half worth, maybe 2 truckloads worth of trees. I was like kind of counting how many, you know, versus like how many medium trees there were out there versus this little kitten over here. She's like messing with my feet. She won't leave me alone. She's super, super duper cute, but she's so annoying sometimes. Gotta keep on shooing her away, and I feel bad because she's like a baby and doesn't know any better. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I was, you can judge on, you kind of count, you can look ahead, and if you know like what meter the tree length is, you can kind of count how many potential pieces you might have versus like how many pieces it takes to do a load. You can kind of see how many truckloads ahead you have to go, you know. I tell you what, it's gonna be nice like once we're out of this field. I might wait a little bit. Like I don't, if even if I have to wait to do a little bit more forestry, like if those machines sit for just a little bit and then we go and buy that plot in a little while, I might be taking a break for forestry after this one just for a little bit. I've only been cutting trees on this map now for over 80 hours. Oh yeah, that's one thing I was going to look at, right? Yeah, we're 84.2 hours into this Let's Play already. 84 hours, and it's only day 11, late spring. So it's not even summertime yet. We'll probably hit like 100 hours before it's even summertime. Yeah, that's a lot, right? I wanted to take it slow, but very soon it's going to start picking up speed here in the game. Alright, I think we're all good around. Let me just make sure on this end one more time. Is that one? There we go. Hey, what's up, David Dawson? How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. I think we're all good for now. Just gonna leave this guy right here, I think. We'll just jump in and keep on going. And then I'm gonna go back through. I'll use that to straighten up the stacks. Let's see how many sticks are here. Wrong side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why does it keep being 9? Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one more. It's like exactly the same as what just happened, right? Like deja vu. I'm just gonna go and grab one of these trees way over here. Finish off that one. So far we have 2 complete piles besides being straightened up. And the other one's like half maybe half. We might have like 25 logs already. So there's 10 there for that one. Guess I'll go ahead and get these trees down real quick while we're over here. I should be leaving them a little bit longer, but just out of habit, I usually just go all the way down the tree and cut it at the bottom. It's all good, but they grind up just fine. I don't like when that happens like that. I'm gonna use this to move that really quick. Because they'll like get caught up on the wheel, it's all weird sometimes. And they'll roll all weird, doesn't like to come off of the front of that when that happens like that. Very good. Oops. Right over top of it. Come on. Of course it would do that to me, right? And then if I go around this side, is it going to go the other way? Come on, get off of there. You stubborn. There, now it should come on. But so, man, when it gets on there and you're in the harvester, it really has a hard time coming off. You try all kinds of little maneuvering to get it off, get it unstuck off of there. It's like it just has so much tire on there, it just rolls around and doesn't come loose. It like gets pinned up under the cab of that thing. That doesn't happen that often. Usually I can direct the logs a little bit better than that one. Oh, darn it. I heard it running. Just like muscle memory, getting into a vehicle and firing it up real quick. I've been trying to get better about just like leaving a vehicle on if I'm still using it, not like on and off so much if I don't need to. Because if I was running the machine and I was getting out for a minute, I don't think I would turn it off. If I was just getting out just for a minute, you know, throw your brakes and everything on, right, in the right parked gear. I never ran a tree harvester, but like in a forklift, you leave it in neutral and put your e-brake on, stuff like that. Yeah, leave it in the correct parked mode, but I don't think I would turn it off if I was just getting out for a bit. Just say unstick a log, or I don't know. I usually, if I'm like adjusting my load or something, I don't turn the forklift all the way off. Let's see if we can kind of get these aimed a little bit better here. Either way, we can straighten up the pile pretty easy. Man, is there really that many trees left? Let's see what we got left. Whoa, not that many. Where are we at? We're up here. Decent bit left, but we're gonna try to get through it. Yeah, our plow is chugging along. He's done a good little chunk already. He's trying to catch up to us. He probably will pretty soon. Better just keep after it. Quit getting logs stuck. I guess if it is about 2 truckloads, like I was saying, you know, that's 80 trees. Or if they're medium trees, 12-meter trees, 80 of them. I wish we had like a bunch of tall ones over here. We would, let's say, we would get a load pretty fast. But if it was this many taller trees, we would just have twice as many truckloads. They would just be coming a lot quicker. That's all. So either way, it's still the same amount of trees we have to remove. So it's not necessarily better that if they're bigger, you know, it's just it'd be more work because the couple extra truckloads, but like I said, the wood would just be coming quicker. The stacks would stack up faster. Same number of trees though. Stacks all over the place. Let's see, I might make that another one. Let's see how many. It'd be funny if there's 9 over here again. Let's see, what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 across there, 5, 6, 7. So I think, well, oh, I missed that tree back there. So it'll be 8. Then we'll get a couple more from over there, but then we'll start another stack. And then we'll just need 10 more for a load. I think we might just keep going for a bit, though. See how many, yeah, I just want to get this field done. I don't know. I'm not tired of being over here. It's been a lot of work, even with the harvester. I'm glad I didn't decide to do this one by hand. You know, let's see how many trees we've harvested. We've harvested 572 trees. Most, I wouldn't say most, but easily half. Maybe closer to 300 trees were cut down with a chainsaw and tossed in the wood chipper. So that was a lot of work. That was, I don't know, solid 50 of the 80 hours that we've been on here so far was just cutting trees with a chainsaw. So that was a bit of work. You guys didn't see all of that, you know. That was a lot. You guys saw a lot of it, but you guys didn't see all of it. It was... Oh, I didn't mean to put that one over here. I guess that's perfect, right? Because that was the 2 I needed to make 10. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. That's just one extra, like a thicker one. That's all. A whole extra weight on there. And then we'll start making this other pile. We'll go the other direction here, towards the other trees, so we can bundle all those up. take him over here. This is a big field, and if we're doing corn over here, I'm still going to use that same planter thing that we have, which that'll be some work as well, getting that all going. But I was talking about that plot earlier, right? That forestry plot that's 124,000. I was talking about as I harvest that thing, what I want to do is plant trees. So it's gonna we might like just try and break it down pretty quick. Like maybe we'll harvest the first quarter of that area, enough to take care of like leasing costs on the equipment, and maybe make a little extra side money. Oh, let's go this way. And then we'll wait until next year to dive back into that and take another quarter of that patch out. And then but as we go, we'll plant trees. So our first season, we'll get our first quarter planted, and then the next season we'll harvest out the quarter and plant trees there, and then our first patch will be a year old, and then we'll keep going down. So by the time we run our last patch, once that one's good to go, our next one, hopefully our first trees that we plant on there will be full grown. I'm not sure exactly. I can go and do some more digging, some more research and figure it out. Just from other people's notes or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it takes 4 years in seasons to have like a tree big enough to harvest. I don't know if it's this big of a tree or if it's like a taller tree, maybe 2 of these big. So maybe this might be a 2-year tree. So I want to kind of do some study and kind of see how big the trees get per year. I've never got that far in to doing seasons. I've only done like 2 seasons worth. So we'll have to see how it goes. And it'll be tough playing 12-day seasons like I'm doing, because it just takes a long time. But I would have to down to like, oh, where am I going? I would have to break it back down to like 6-day season or something more along those lines. I think those 2 trees I might drag the other direction, because there's a bunch of trees right here. So I'll just pull out of here real quick. But that way we can get through a little bit faster. All I would really have to do is, that'd be like after this first season. We'll take this first one pretty slow, and then like maybe next season we'll bump it down a little bit so the season goes a little bit quicker. We'll get fields planted pretty quick, and trees will start growing, and so it might be like time goes quicker in between like each episode. But I think that'd be pretty fun to be able to plant our own trees and do all that and have like some real forestry and reforestation going on. Hey Shane, what's up, man? How's it going? Welcome. Appreciate you being on, bud. Yeah, like if it was a 4-year tree and they were this big, I'd be okay with that. But if they're 4 years and they're small, or like those medium 12-meter trees, then we'd have to plant a lot of them. Maybe I still will plant a lot of them. We'll see how close we can get them together. I wouldn't mind if they were way closer than this together, so that way we kind of get our bang for our buck off the plot. Like, we'll look into that. We'll see how many trees we can get away with. I don't want to do like a ridiculous amount where it's going to be bad for the game, like bad for be all glitchy and stuff like that over there. I want it to be decent. I want it to look nice, but I want it to be like really, really crowded. But I want to have a nice chunk of material over there we're growing. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 7. Sometimes it doesn't like to grab it as good when it's up high. Man, we paid that guy $443 already. That's expensive. I have another worker going somewhere? I don't think so. Unless that was other wages worked earlier in the hour or something. Maybe that's what it was. I doubt it was for the work he just did, because that'd be expensive. The hour just rolled over, so maybe it was for that whole working hour, playing at real-time speed. So I guess in another hour we'll see how much he charged us, huh? I've been playing real times on 12-day seasons. I sped up time a little bit. On one day I got everything kind of caught up to where I wanted to be. That was before I decided to take on these other fields. So it was like almost starting to get late in the day. Sped up time to 15 times, and then finished out the day and skipped it in the morning. But besides that, it's all been one-time speed. Which is cool on a start from scratch. You know, you can accomplish as much as you can in one day, get all the contracts done, and do everything that you can in one day each day. You know, which might not be the most realistic workload, but it's kind of fun on here because you can stretch the time out, and you know, leasing costs in between stuff and all that. You could like get a lot of work done in between everything for each day, which that can be a good thing. I think this tree right here makes 10, right, in this stack? Or is it 9 again? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was that 11? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 11. Alright, so that's a full stack there. We'll start making another pile here. Come in and straighten up those stacks pretty soon. We can get some loaded. I just think it'd be sweet if we get all the piles going before we load the truck. That way we can like load the truck, and then when we come back up to get the rest of them, however many there might be, we don't have to jump in the harvester again, and we can just jump in the mill loader and load the truck again and take it down. I think we're going to try and knock out all this harvesting, you know, while we're at it. The helper's blocked, which means probably found a stump over there, or a telehandler or something. We'll see. We'll go over there and check it out. We'll get the worker at least stopped. Get this tree cut. Oops. Yeah. over here and see what this worker's going. Oh, did he just... Oh, it looked like he ran into... Oh, he did. Oh, almost. Yeah, oh yeah, he did kind of hit him a little bit. But either way, so yeah, I told you he was going to catch up to us, besides the little patches. I think does a good job. Only 4-meter plow on there. Not too many trees left after opening up these couple last little patches here. Yeah, I think we can get through it pretty quick and get everything all loaded up. And after we're done with this field, we're going to take all this equipment back, at least to our yard for now. Maybe I'll store it over on the flat area for now. But we'll at least get it all washed up. There's a pressure washer up there now. Most of my equipment's still really dirty. A lot of it has a lot of time on it already for just being such a new series here. But I just got the pressure washer. So everything's pretty dirty. This thing might be one of the dirtiest now, though. This harvester. It's pretty filthy. Oh, we've only had it running for 2.5 hours. 2.7 hours. That's a nice view down here. Like, I don't know, I might come in later on, get some fruit trees put in here and there. I'm not sure how many of those we can have on the map. I know we have plenty of slots for it. Like I said, the slot count on this map is so low. It's a super fun map, and it has a super low slot count. I don't know how he does it. I said hello to Jim earlier today, and he's always really kind, really nice or whatever, responds every time. But he was definitely, he had his work hat on, he said today. He was busy today, so the only thing that tells me is that he's working hard for all of us on the game, and every time he's working on something really fun. You know, so usually it's exciting to hear stuff like that. And if he's working on stuff right now, it's probably for this map. Just saying. Unless he has a couple new mods coming out that are just for every map. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A few more for this stack. I just try to keep the stacks like to the right size. That way we know what we can handle with the load. If you don't keep track of that, you'll have some loads that are smaller and some that are too big to handle. It's all about being organized, trying to have like a system, you know, be systematic a little bit about it. The log stacks aren't the prettiest when you put them down, but, you know, if the loader put them down the way I'd want to put them down, then they'd be pretty. See, I'm going to just go ahead and put this big tree in that stack. Because that was 1, and then this would be 2 pieces, so it'd be 3. Right? 1 plus 2 equals 3. I don't know how to do some math. Oh. I think this one will have 2 big trees in it, right? This will be quite a hefty load. That's what she said. Then we're going to come back here for a bit. We'll get these trees pulled over here. Go here, we'll turn around. are getting down there. Last maybe 10 trees here. We are done cutting. Hopefully for a little while. Like, I'm excited to get over there and get our trees going on that side, but I think as long as we get them in this summer, you know, then I think that'd be fine. Like, time's going so slow. I don't really see that getting away from us. Oh, we did have this other stack over here, dang it. That's where I'm going to put all these trees. I should have loaded that one right here. I just forgot about this stack. It's okay, I can push that one over to this one, so we already have 6 trees over here. Counting that one. Getting her done, guys, huh? Appreciate you guys all being on, watching, taking your time. Yeah, we're trying to make something happen here, help the channel grow, and just trying to get it out there more, give you guys more content. I know there was kind of a dead patch there for a bit where no new content was coming out, but we're gonna keep it coming here. We're gonna keep it growing. Hopefully we have a nice, strong, you know, summer full of content here. I think we're gonna be doing some fun stuff leading all the way right into FS22. Now, pretty soon I'll be pre-ordering the game, so as soon as that game comes out, we'll be on FS22. Unfortunately, once FS22 comes out, we'll have to plan on when that's coming out and how to kind of bring some of our stuff on this game to like a closing, you know. And we put a lot of time in this game. It's gonna be weird not being on FS19 anymore, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when I was on FS17, before I streamed of course, but I still played Farm Sim. I played FS15. I put lots of time into those games, but as soon as the new one came out, man, I barely looked back at the old one. I appreciated the old one. I appreciate where we came from and where this game has grown. But I never really went back to the old one. Never. Farm Sim does such a good job at the next game being better than the one before, you know, and all the new improvements. Every time a new game comes out, I'm just super stoked, and I can't wait for the new one. You know, we'll probably be spending our next 6 months having this one going. I'm not sure. This will probably be my longest series. You know, I have some that are almost 40 episodes in now, but like this is episode 9 already. You know, we just got started, episode 9. You know, before we know it, we'll be 100 hours into this one. It'll be like episode 12. You know, like we're getting so much done. I think we need what, a few more. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. With this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull all these trees together. See what's that, 6 over there. We'll have like a stack and a half about left. Like I said, I think it was a little bit under 2 whole loads, 2 full truckloads. Which each load we're doing 40 logs per load. Ah, man, it's gonna feel good. I can feel it coming. Just like after so much work. And that's why, it's a big reason why I like slow play in this game and taking my time, because when you finally get done with something, you feel accomplished. If you just kind of cut a signpost down and have close to 600 trees disappear, you know? It's not really, you don't feel accomplished like you do when you got to get out and get your hands dirty, you know? If you know what I mean? If you don't, you should get out and try it. Get your hands dirty. It's like all day I work so hard in the shop, got so much done. It's like the job I'm doing is for it's for the old shop I used to work for, which is really high-end cabinetry, and I got laid off from there because all the guys over there are, you know, 25, 30-year plus guys working there for a long time, and if you're on the bottom of the totem pole, then you're the one that gets laid off first. But pretty much wintertime comes rolling around in that shop, then most people get laid off until wintertime is over, then back to work again, full-time for the rest of the year. But I'm doing a big job for them, and it's funny because it's for the guys I used to work with, but we're doing a pretty high-end one, and it's a lot of work that we have to get done, you know, in a week, 1 week's worth of work, a month worth of work in 1 week type of thing. And it's a lot. So I've been busting my butt there, and then coming home, trying to do the family thing, putting out the content for you guys, and I have to go to work in the morning. Still. Saturday. So like today's Friday, but not quite my Friday. But at least we're heading out of town for a bit for the 4th. We're going up to a friend of my wife's, and we're going to go up and we're going to have a little barbecue and stuff, go up there and hang out for the day. Oh, something that was nice today, too, in my apartments that I live in. We live in an apartment. But one thing that's nice about these apartments, there's a couple pools here, and everything's kind of getting back to normal, like I was talking about in the Discord earlier, which is kind of nice. You just have to be safe, you know, for your kids and whatnot, but our pool opened up, so we got a little hot tub, a little pool action after work, and I'll tell you what, that was definitely called for. It's been a little while. Pre-COVID, right before COVID, I think the summer before COVID or whatever, the condo we used to live at before here, they had a nice pool and rec area and gym and all that stuff, and we were over there all the time. The kids were over there all the time in that pool, and then COVID hit and everything shut down, so it's kind of nice to get back to a little bit normal life, like I said, if there is such a thing. But there is when you talk about stuff like that, being able to hang out and just go to the pool for a dip. See, these trees over here, I'm going to pull that way, and those trees over there, I'm going to pull over here. It's hard grabbing a tree and dropping it and turning it around like right where it's at, you know. It's like way easier to drag it a little distance, that way you got it facing the way you want. You can manipulate the tree a little bit better. Yeah, if anybody wants to see any of that hand-cutting chainsaw work too we were doing, go back and check out any of the previous episodes on this series as well. You can see some of that. And if you want any other forestry action, I have quite a few other forestry specific videos, let's plays. I still have Blue Mountain Valley, maybe, you know, maybe later on. We're doing a lot of forestry on here, so I might wait on the forestry on that one, but later on we'll go ahead and play on there. And we have so many piles of logs on that we have to load up in the truck and take in the cell. That'd be a mission, but every once in a while I like doing just a straight forestry one, but this one's going to be kind of a little bit of everything. But we've done a lot of forestry so far, a lot of cutting trees. Time for something else, but we've plowed, and we've done a lot of fertilizing contracts, and we've mowed and made bales, and oh, that reminds me, we might have a bunch of silage over in the biogas plant. 250,000 liters, 250,000 liters of silage over there, fermenting, compacted and fermenting. And I think we're getting really close on that. And then we also have 41 silage bales that either we can I could keep some of them, and then we could take some to sell also. We could just take the bale and plop it right into the biogas plant. At least that's what Jim said we could do. We could take the bale straight there. It doesn't have to be a loose material. You can make it bale. So if you didn't want to go like the route of using the silage bunker, you could go ahead and bale it and take bale straight there. Alright, those trees are done there. That's really our last trees. If they're out in the field, I don't think we actually own that land, to be honest. Let's see. But they're way down here. I like how those look. That kind of goes steep right there, huh? That really tapers off. I think I'm just going to leave those, but I don't think we own this outside land. Because if I do, that's a lot of grass that we could cut. Oh, I do own all of that grass. That is pretty sweet. What other grass? We own little bits here and there, but not like that. This will be grass soon here and here. Then we got corn, and then I'll probably do corn again for corn and silage. You know, corn adds up. We could just sell it and then have a whole bunch for the pigs. So that means we'll max out our pigs over there. Maybe we won't max them out, but we'll get a bunch. That way they can, because if you have, like Sussex Farms, I was doing like 100 pigs a day because they are producing so many pigs. Oh man, there's so many. Oh, that wasn't seasons though. But seasons they go crazy too. If you have like 100 and something pigs over there, like you'll have, you know, another 100 something pigs pretty quick. So we own all that grass. Which is, let me see how that looks. So that means we own those trees too then, huh? Which maybe I keep those. We'll keep these in here too. I can mow through there with the batwing. Because I don't know how good that grass is going to yield, but that is grass that we could get right now. One thing I would want to check for that though is what? Oh yeah, not that one. Our weather. What's our weather looking like? Dry, sunny all the way out. So we could totally, and we got some high temps coming up. Well, high, we got 76 coming up pretty soon. I want to make some hay. So we got to get the grass cut and then come in, ted, and then it can sit there and dry out. Unless it's already dry, and it won't be dark grass. It'll be wet grass. And then, or if it's dry, it'll go right to dry, and we won't have to ted it. It can sit out and dry. But if it's wet, we'll have to ted it, and then it'll sit out and dry. Which I think, since it's been dry, it hasn't rained in a while. I bet as soon as we cut it, it'll be pretty light. I'm just going to take these out here. I think these are our extra. And then we'll just need to go through and straighten up our stacks. Get them loaded. We should be able to load these trucks pretty quick. I say that now, right? Doing all the harvesting and getting everything prepped and all that, that's always, getting everything prepped is always the most time-consuming part. The final load with the mill loader is always the quickest part. Actually, this selling it is always the quickest part. Spending the money on the other end is always the quickest part. I wish they were all trees like this. We would have done, you know, and like I said, another few, 3 or 4 or 5, 6 truckloads worth of logs out of this whole area here. And we would have got that much more money, but it would have been that much more work too. I'm just hoping that we have enough to cover everything. like I said, the initial leasing costs on all this stuff was about, I think about almost 45 grand for everything that I have for it. 42 maybe, around that. Oh man, guys, the last tree. Whew. Man. I would say the Alien Jim did not make it easy for me, but he did. He made it where you have options, and options make it fun because you want to go the route of doing it quick. He gives you the option. You cut one post down, boom, all the trees are gone, just like that. Blink of an eye. You don't want collisions, gone. You don't want hedges, gone. You want them back, you have them back. You don't get the trees back after you cut them down, but you can get the collisions back, the hedges can come back. There's like an on-off, you know, type of trigger over there for it. Like the farmyard, once that one's done, it's done. Once you cut the post down, it's done, you know. So that is all of the harvesting. Whew, man. Felt like we were never going to get done with that field. I thought we were going to get all this done last episode, and it just takes so much time. But there it is. That's the whole field 6 cut down. Let's see how many trees we did. There was 609 trees, which is funny because if you flip that around, it still says 609. 906, 609, upside down, backwards, right? Whatever. But we don't have the... Well, I guess we do have the truck up here right now, but it's being occupied. So that's our new trailer. We're going to keep that around for a while. Even after we return this equipment, we'll still keep that one around for a while. Yeah, let's jump out here. Getting this, start getting these stacks straightened up. Hopefully it cooperates. Like I said, I usually use a dozer blade. Most of you guys know that. We're squaring these up, but you know, you gotta use what you gotta use. And this hasn't been too bad. If you're using like a bucket from that Sears Z pack, you could have that other view where you can look even closer down there too. You can like get really close down here to your tool and see exactly what you're doing down there, like more precise. You know, I can zoom, I can get pretty close to this one, but oops, a little bit different of a view. I came in that all wrong there. Straighten out. Yeah, you can like get down and see what you're doing, like more, you know, in front of the tool. What am I dragging on? It kind of makes me wish I had that plow. It's not a plow, sorry, it's a dozer blade. I guess I was wondering if it had the attachment for logs. Oh yeah, I also did say that if we go over and do the logging, which we will, we'll do that, over on that plot, then I'll get a dozer blade to handle the logs better. Because this is a little bit slow, where I could have that whole dozer blade easily grabbing all the ends of those and push them together. You have to be a little bit more precise when running something like this with the bucket or whatever. And some of these stacks will probably go better than others, some maybe not so much. But usually if you just push them all together like that a couple times, they Usually square up pretty good. This thing's pretty gutless too. If you had something with more power, it would handle a little bit better. This thing does fine though. Like I said, the preparation always takes the longest. Makes it for quick loading though. Imagine trying to load all these like this with the ends all sticking out everywhere and being all cattywampus, all kinds of every which way, you know? No thanks. So you get them going good how you want them, and always pays off in the end. See, I'm using like instead of using a whole blade, I'm using the edge of the bucket, you know, to push the fronts in. So you have to be a little bit more precise than using a whole big flat surface to push them. But I think really like what got me into Farm Sim 2 anyways was operating the equipment. Like tractors and loaders and trucks, and you know, I can't afford to have any of that stuff in real life. I don't have a job where I do that. I run like, you know, telehandlers and boom lifts and forklifts and stuff like that, but not like big tractors or other equipment. So when I first saw FS19 at Walmart, that's what I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, it might not be that great of a game. I'll try it out. At least I get to try to operate some equipment. It's different, you know. So I grabbed it and just saw I loved it. It was awesome. I did hours and hours and hours on that. No mods or anything, just a couple maps, and that was it. So still like operating on this one, like being able to, I used to always go and try to find, oh, who's the best operator, you know, who's the best driver. And I always kind of wanted, like, oh, I could do that, you know. And I used to always think some of the guys are so good, and some of them are, but there's a bunch of us just regular players that are, you know, just as good as they are, and we're not even on console or on PC. We're just on console goofing around. But I started taking it a little bit more serious to try to be a little bit more accurate with it, especially like when I started streaming, and you guys get to watch me do all this stuff. I'm being filmed, man. I'm being filmed, and no replays, you know, no redos. I could try again, you know, but you guys are all part of all that. You guys see me mess up. I wouldn't say all the time, but hey, I do it. That's how you learn what not to do, right? Just learning from your mistakes. That's what you gotta do, and keep on going. Keep on trying over and over again until you get it right. One more stack over there to... Whoa. Bucket was too high. So as I was going to say that some straighten up better than others. Come on. I like the all-wheel steer getting around these piles. That's pretty nice about the telehandler versus a tractor. Maybe if I was using like a JCB. Oh man, did you guys watch that? Maybe it wasn't the most recent Spectacle Island Sealy P. Maybe it was the one, because he had a new one that just came out, I think. The one right before that where he got that. Maybe it was the one right before that where he got the new JCB. I think it said the episode was called The New Muscle, I think. But that JCB has the big fat wide tires and that cool green color. And I try to copy him. Him and I have similar play styles on this game, but I try not to copy him all the way, just because I want to do my own thing. So if I do watch what he does, I try not to do what he does. I try to do something different. That way people aren't like thinking I'm copying him all the way. But man, that thing is sweet looking with the big fat tires on it. and the all-wheel steer, and you can crab walk with it and stuff. Oh man, it's pretty cool. I might end up getting one of those. I don't know yet. I gotta say, I do want to end up going John Deere, but that's when we start owning our own stuff. So we'll see, you know. I might not get it, but it's such a nice tractor. They've been coming out with some really good older looking stuff too recently. You know, so far on this Let's Play, I like that more kind of boxier look. Like, we'll get into some of the newer stuff. Like, we got that Massey over there. Like, we'll get into some newer stuff too, but, you know, I have a lot of stuff on here right now that's older style. And, I like it. I like it. They'll be coming out with a lot of cool case tractors and different stuff. Massey Ferguson, older stuff. Like, pretty sweet stuff. So go check it out on Mod Hub there. Once I start getting like further into the game and, you know, my kind of my knowledge, I learn new stuff every day about the game and everything. One thing I want to start doing when I talk about different mods, which, you know, it's tough because everything, I don't pre-plan anything that I talk about, so if I do mention it, it's probably the first time I've thought about it. But when I talk about mods I like, or maybe when I see stuff in Sealy P's mod review that I like, or that I thought was pretty cool, if I see something in Mod Hub. Usually I see it in Mod Hub and I watch his reviews, but maybe I'll pay attention more of what the mod's name is and the mod maker and all that type of stuff as well. Megabyte download. Not quite like a mod review, but if I tell you about it, I can at least tell you the numbers on it and who it's by. You can find it easier, you know. I want to get better about that kind of stuff. I know, like, Sealy P, if he has a mod that he uses in any of his stuff, he'll put the mod and all the info on of the mod in all the descriptions too, which I think that's cool. That's a little extra work on his end to do, but it's nice of him. He doesn't add anything that's in-game, so if he's using something that's in-game in there and you don't know what it is, you won't find it in the description, but if it's a mod, you will. Which, I'd say a good half or more of the things that he uses are mods. And that's just because, especially now with Spectacle, because he said a lot of the stuff that he doesn't normally use is what he's going to be using on this map. So that means a lot of the stuff that, there'll be like a lot of mods that he's not used on past Let's Plays and stuff like that he'll be using on here. So he might end up getting a little wacky with it on some of the stuff that he does coming up, but hey, we might as well on this map. It's a fun map to goof around and do some pretty outrageous stuff on. Yeah, if you guys haven't played this one yet, I strongly suggest it. And like I said, it might not be, it's a beautiful map, but it might not be as picturesque as, say, like that American Farm map or any of the other, like, you know, prettier maps, country, farm side, country type stuff, you know. That this one you get to do way more stuff and have way more sell points and way more options and can manipulate the map more to your liking, and super low slot count. I don't know how he adds so much stuff and then still has a really low slot count. It's like magic. Alright, so this is our last stack that I had to tidy up there. Oh, nope, I lied. There's this one tree here. Oh, there's another stack over there. Jeez, the stacks keep going. We might have, like I said, we might have 2 whole truckloads, maybe more. Jeez. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. We'll see. Alright, well that... Oh no. This one, right? Is our last stack. Yeah, we started right there and moved it around. Alright, so oh, whoa, whoa. This one is our last stack. I can't see the end of that one because in the bush. There it goes. Yeah, when we go and do other trees, we're definitely gonna get a dozer blade or something over there. That way I don't have to be so precise on the tips of those small ones. Because the dozer blade just makes light work. Like, you have to do the work still, but it makes it easier. And there we go. Just like that. So let's go ahead and park this. We'll come over. We'll just drive it over to the truck. Get the truck parked. And then we'll get the mill loader going. I just meant to press X to get out, or square to get out, and then I'm still holding R1 when I do that. Let's turn the key back on. So let's see. I guess I'll try to even the load out. We'll do like skinny ends towards one end, and then the other one will go the bigger ends towards the front, type of thing. Alright, get over here, get this mill loader going, guys. This will be the quicker part of our journey. I know it's already been like an hour and a half into the stream, and we're still working on this dang field. I think we'll probably do a couple other things tonight instead of working the rest of the way in this field. I'll come back later on. I'll get the stumps out and set that plow guy going, and then we just gotta work on planting. You know, probably get that going as well. And actually, first we have to come up here and do sample. We have to do tests. Then we have to do lime work. That'll take a while. Lots of lime. I'll probably have to bring a whole load of lime up, and then we can start planting. So it's a lot of work still. And what I need to do is turn the sensitivity down to 50%, as low as it goes. Oh, I turned down the wrong sensitivity, didn't I? I turned down the camera sensitivity. I'm like, what's going on? So there's that. We'll turn this one down. Ah, that's better. Let's see. So the big ends are facing this way. We'll go that way here. Over half. Yeah, I'll actually grab it up a little bit here. Strap. That's a balanced load right there. I usually don't get them all that good. Yeah, that's a nice balance. I wish I was able to load them all like that. I'm sure with enough practice, you just kind of know the sweet spot and where to load and stuff like that, you know? Alright, where's our next stack? I guess we'll just keep on working our way around the field here. Set cruise control for a second. I'm not going to hit that, right? Okay. Because I am thirsty. I'm going to take a drink of this Pepsi. I don't drink Pepsi very much, but it was cold. It was in the fridge. It's not as cold anymore. I think any professional streamer or gamer should definitely have a mini fridge within reach all the time. Because you know, you want to. It'd be cool too. Like once I have my whole gaming setup, I want to set it up too where I don't always have to sit down and do everything. I want to be able to stand. I wouldn't mind standing up and playing, you know. But if I stand up, I'm looking down at my TV the way everything's set up right now. But maybe once I have like my dream setup, I'll have like one of those lift desk type of setups where I could raise it up and have all my stuff in front of me still, but I could be standing, you know, that'd be sweet. Because sometimes sitting down for so long it's kind of a lot. Like I can stretch my legs out and stuff, it's not too bad, but still. I suppose I probably should have got this and lined up first with it and then grabbed the loader. Just gotta line the truck up with that. And we'll just leave that go. Like I said, like if I'm using the vehicle, like this is on, that's on, you know, I don't want to keep turning it on and off, but I like the option. Bundle there, but I think we can manage. There we go. And no piles back there. Yeah, we'll just keep on doing it. We'll just go and get the loader over here and take the truck over. Like it's slow to haul around, you know, but it's definitely really fast loading. If you guys haven't tried this out yet, you guys like trying to load stuff, man, try it out. It has the tension straps under here, on and off tension strap, so makes it really user friendly. It's kind of like the big bag handler for loading logs, you know. And then Jim went and added in the tension strap in the gantry crane over there. That is awesome. It takes so many. You guys will see here in just a bit, it takes so many logs in one load. Yeah, so I hope we at least make a little bit of money off of this. I almost think that I could have got more money quicker just off wood chipping this whole field with that Unreal chipper. But I could be wrong. It's a nice bundle right there. See how balanced it is. And not too shabby. It's strapped down. We'll go ahead and open up the clog. Go run and get the truck. And a couple more of these loads will be full and we'll have to go run down. I think we have enough for a couple loads, which is good. So that'll be, oh no, what happened there? Oh, I see. Give us some more room. That'll be 4 loads. If we get 2 out of this, that'll be 4 loads that we will have put onto the barge. Usually 8 meter pays best. I heard if it's longer, it pays better. I think full length trees pay the best, I believe. I could be wrong, but my experience is, it just, you know, that's what she said, right? Longer's better, bigger's better. I think if she told you 8 meter pays out better, I think she's just being nice. I think she wants full length tree. Full length material, she said. That's close enough. I would have wanted that to be a little bit closer to the front, but I think we're okay there. So I'm actually going to go out and around this other side of this pile. That way I can just pull the truck straight. Man, like this whole field looks way different. Open, you can see the whole neighborhood down there and stuff. But once it looks like all plowed state like that, that's when, to me, it looks really clean after all this craziness is all cleaned up off the field. This one looks to be about even with the ends going one way or the other. I wasn't even thinking about how they were going on the truck either, because it looked like there was quite a few that were, some were pointed one way and some were the other way. Come on, is it going to grab all those? I wish my view was better. Open that back up again there. I need to do is just lift this up out of the way. I need to get closer and then get this down like that better. Because when you reach out far, like your center of gravity goes further out, and you don't want that. You want the load closest to you, you know, but not too close where it's gonna be running into your machine. That was pretty good. We'll strap that, and we can open the claw back up. I always open the claw back up first. That way when you're loading it, it's out of the way, and that is not a balanced load there. I could probably still get it up on the truck, though. This truck is going to be so full, I don't know if we should even put all those on there. Should we still try anyways? What if I just drive right under it like this? It's getting kind of loggy. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. As long as I can drop it straight down with the way the loader is sitting. Nice and smooth back down towards us there. Oh, we're getting caught up. There we go. That's a full truck. I know, because it's not liking it. It's like kind of laggy over here. Very little, but I can tell. Go on Blue Mountain Valley and do that. There's like almost no lag. I think I'm getting to the point where it's starting to lag out, but I think I have like 60 piles of logs on there. Like 60 piles, not 60 piles of logs. I think it's something like that. Maybe it's not that many, but it's not far off of that. So this is actually a almost perfect load, right? Because we have 4 piles, so about 40 logs. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So a whole nother truckload. Exactly a truck. That's that's weird how that worked out. Jim, did you plan that? This field had, well, not that's not counting the small trees, but that means that out of 12-meter pieces, there was exactly 4 truckloads of 40 pieces. Oh man, this thing's all up in the way. Last time, the last load I did, the first one was good. The last one I did, I came around the corner. I kind of had a log sticking up on the back of the rack there, and I thought I had cleared it when I came around the corner, and I knew I was going to hit it as soon as I saw it. Once I was like around the corner, it was like doing some stupid driving to get around it, or just kind of running into it a bit. I just don't want to tip one of these loads over on the way down to the barge. If you guys know me, you guys know my luck on tipping over a trailer. But this Flegel, I think it's the Timber Runner trailer. Really flat trailer, holds the load really good. All one-piece trailer, you know, that NMC is like a 2-piece, and it's not a flat bed on it, you know. It's weird how it holds some logs higher in the front, the other ones in the back. It's never been a fan. Like, I like the way it looks, but I've never been a fan of the way it works. And I go off of function versus looks any day. And this one happens to look good, and it works good. So, hey, there you go. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, we got a sheep last time. So on Alien Gym maps, you can always take a bale, which this is a hay bale here, and which is already over in the barn that he gives us to start with. There's a few other bales over there, but you could put a bale right on the trigger. Same with like the straw and stuff, and you could have, it just takes that's the feed right there. So the sheep will have feed for a long time until that bale disappears, and then we just need to grab another bale and plop it on there, and it just kind of takes away from the bale. Looks like stuff needs watering too. But later on I'll go around, I'll tend to the animals. We'll probably end up getting some more animals. I'm just looking into getting some money with you guys here just a bit. This stream is going to be going a little bit longer than normal. I said 9 to 11. That's normally my hours I run Pacific time. But it's already been a couple hours and we're not done yet. So we're just going to keep on going for a while. So go ahead and hang in there. Make sure you guys help out. Hit that thumbs up for me if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for more. Whoa, it's getting laggy. It's getting loggy over here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just turn that off for now. Whoa. Oh yeah, it doesn't like over at the barge. Sorry, barge, I got 2 more truckloads coming your way. I like this view best. You don't have to turn this on, it's already on. Oh yeah, hang in there. It's gonna be a laggy one. Go all the way down. Tension strap. Back up. Over we go, over we go. Oh yeah. It's getting laggy. Hopefully the game doesn't freeze up on me here. If it freezes up on me here, I'll be mad. I'll have to tell Alien Jim that his map is freezing up on me when I put too many logs on the barge. And this is not too many. This thing should be able to get fully loaded, but you know, maybe on console I can't handle that many. But we're gonna find out. It's a lot of material. I really hope that we get like 100 grand or more for this. Like, that'd be sweet if that's the case. If we get like a really good amount for this. But I haven't turned in logs yet. You know, if you look at it, we do. Dang, it's so laggy. Oh, it's so slow. Zoom out and look at it. We have a decent amount of logs on there. We have some on the truck still, and then we have. It goes so slow because it's lagging so hard until it gets past the pile, and then it's like better again. Maybe it's gonna start being better right now. Oh yeah, right there, it cleared up. Now it's going again. Let's see. This trailer's pretty nice too because it fits, like the claw of this thing fits like right in between those two spars on the trailer. I think that's what those are called. The little posts that stick up on the side. Whoa, not that way. We want to go up. Oh, there it went. There it went. Up. I was just snagged up on the trailer a bit. Man, this thing is lagging bad, guys. Oh, save it just in case. Thank you, Shane. You are the man tonight. Usually I save all the time. Thank you. I'm going to do the old CLP save and save it twice because doing it twice is extra nice. You never know. Oh, and our wage rolled over there. So that we might have been paying him that much money because he's didn't do very much work that hour, and I just gave him $95, and I let him go to lunch a long time ago. But yeah, thanks Shane, I appreciate that, bud. Save it just in case. That's one thing about this game. You should always save it. I learned my lesson on Skyrim. I thought you gotta climb up a mountain, you save. You go into a cave, you save. You fight some guys, you save. Guys, I save on Skyrim more than I save on any game, except for maybe this one. All right, let's go over here, and then we'll go ahead and head back, and we'll get that last load loaded up, guys. And that's all of our logs. Then we're gonna drive this barge up to the sawmill, and we're gonna get paid. And then I want to go and get a load of digestate. The price on digestate has not been fluctuating that much. It's been around 11, so I'm okay with that. Even if it drops to 1,000, it's not like a big fluctuation. Let's see. But hey, I haven't looked at it in a while. It could be up. Is it up? Is it up? Is it up? Let's see. We have 68,620, and then we have another 4,500 in the other tank. And right now it's 1,000. It's down a little bit, but I want the money. It's not a big fluctuation. It's only, $100 down per 1,000. So $6,000 less, I guess. But it's not that big of a deal. But I do want to get money going, so then we can start making some moves, and I want to start returning a few things that are leased that we don't need for the rest of the season after that last field's planted. Get rid of a few smaller items, and then we'll work on buying, and then, come around next season when we start needing planters and, different equipment that we will need again, we'll work on trying to buy. Come on, grass, grow already. Ugh, man, I feel like stuff takes all season to grow. Man, what's up with that? Oh, I just went the long way. I'm gonna go up here and turn around real quick. I think that's still faster than the way I was going to go. I still have all the collisions on too, so if I hit a hedge, the collisions are there. I didn't cut any signpost. Oh, I did cut the farmyard signpost down. I cleared up most of it. I did 95% of the work up there. I didn't want to waste any material. I got all the trees all cut down, and the posts up there, the stump of the trees pretty much is what I left in the ground, and then once I got rid of everything up there, those stumps went away, which it really didn't take away too much. Oops. There's those collisions I was talking about. It didn't really clear up too much stuff, but that's one post I did cut. But, if you come on here now, you're like, oh, you just cut the signpost down and got rid of all the trees. No, I didn't. There's episodes of me cutting those down. I was going to leave a field and be like, nope, there's still this field up, and if there's still a field of trees, you can't have that if you cut down the trees or the posts for all the other ones. Alright, so let's line this up with our next pile here, which is right down here. Let's see, we'll go right between the two here and we'll load both of them like that. I think right there works. We'll just go ahead and shut that down. Since we're not moving for the second load, it'll be sitting there for just a sec. But it's pretty fast. Pretty fast work. Even at 4 miles an hour. Yeah, we are now 2 hours into this stream. I appreciate you guys all being on. I appreciate you guys sacrificing your time to be on my stream and be here watching. You can always watch it later on too. You know, you don't have to be here on the stream. You know, sometimes watching it on the stream, it's fun to be able to be in chat. But hey, once the video comes out as a video, you can totally just go back and watch it. It's long, you know, not everybody has the time to watch a 2-hour video, so I really don't mind if you skip through bits, and you know, eventually my videos will be edited, and you know, when I'm doing a load of work, we'll talk in between, and then you guys will see like a time lapse or a montage of me doing the work, and then we'll cut back into like talking, so it won't be so much in between all the slow parts, you know. There'll be a lot more of the slow parts out, and a lot more content in between all that, you know. It'll be content to content to content. It won't be the in-between. I try to keep it going, try to keep talking, but you know, sometimes it's nice just to sit back and shut the heck up sometimes. But I guess that's not what the live stream's about, right? Once I start doing, you know, more editing, I'm just nickel and diming it right now, but once I do all the other future ideas that I have, and they'll be a little bit different. We only have 2 more piles. Well, you know, this pile here, but then the 2 over there in front of us to get. We are out of here. We got some wood chips in the trailer over there. We'll go ahead and take that down. And we'll just silo that. I believe there's still 140,000 liters in the silo. I don't remember if there's any in the boat. The boat might be empty. I forget. So this bundle's pretty wide. We'll have to go ahead and straighten it out, or gather it up. You know, get a little bit closer together. Go. You gotta do it nice and easy, because if you grab them too fast, then they'll start doing a little extra crazy stuff. And that one log is not doing what I wanted to do there. Come on, the one log. Look at that one log. Let's see if we can still get it on here anyways. From that view, it looked like it straightened itself out, but no, it's still way over. I just gotta get this bit on here. Oh, I guess I can open up the claw, right? Get that out of the way. Whoa, that one log, man. I have to go up a little bit. Come down. Like I was saying before, I have to get the load closer. I'm like leaning out, center of gravity's way out, so you just gotta bring your whole machine in more. You can lift up or down from there, but always getting closer to the load is always better. That's what she said. So let's get it a little bit further up there. That one tree is just going to be a pain in the butt. I do have the telehandler right there. I could come and snatch that one up and over real quick and get her all situated, I'm sure. Or I bet I could just grab it like this. Let's see, do I have the skills to pay the bills or what? Got it on that side. Let's almost go around and lift her up. That's why I always, like before I was saying, I like to use that Lieber 902, the excavator with the claw on the front, just for like grabbing. I could like grab a whole log out of there, you know, or I could get in there and get pretty accurate on adjusting stuff. This thing's not so accurate, it kind of flops around, but one thing you can do, you can like close it up like this where it's more stable, and then you can come in here on this view, which is, it's kind of hard on this view because the depth perception on how big your tool is, but if you get close enough you can, you know, use that more rigid edge of it to kind of grab. I almost had it on the first go there. See how it still kind of flops around, which makes using this tough. Let's see if we can just get it up here. Getting it up is usually not a problem for me. Tilts it in. There we go. And it'll get rolled right into its new home, its new resting spot there. Alright, so we're just going to go over here. I barely ever run this thing in this view. I think if I got used to it more, and like this view also, if I got used to it more, I'd run it in this view. You could like, you don't have that great of view. I guess you do out of this side, not too bad. Well, I do like that white and green John Deere seat though. That thing is pretty. I wish that was my gaming chair. If you had a gaming chair like that, wouldn't that be sweet? But running in this view is not too bad. Let's see, are we straight up and down? Yes, we are. Let's see if I could do that in this view. Claw opened up here. Spinning around. It's just like such a big machine. I guess just like that, it's not that bad. Once you're like down here, the view's not terrible. You just can't tell what the machine is doing, but if you know what it's doing by your operation, your movements, this view is not really that bad. It would just take a little bit of practice, like I always say with like the depth perception, like kind of having tunnel vision where you can't look around, to me is usually kind of weird. We have that one weird log again. Oops, strap it down like that. There we go. Not the most even load. Let's actually see if we can get it closer to us. And then up. Yeah, that view is weird because I can't look around. You know, which I'm not a big fan of not being able to look around and see what I'm doing. Damn, some of those logs are hanging way off the end there. They're usually all the way up in the front. I wonder if I could, like, can I go quick and slam on the brakes? Ooh, yeah, that actually worked pretty good. Maybe I can go over here and, like, bump into my tractor. Will that work? Nope, that didn't do anything to the logs. Just me getting some speed and stopping, slamming on the brakes worked pretty good. Oh, just a few. Yeah, it's close enough. We'll figure it out. I did like that move earlier where I drove underneath it. Is it high up enough to do that again? Ah, we're gonna hit. Oh man, Leg City. Now I can drive under it. Oh, it's not lined up right then. Hey, what's up with that one log? I did not have, that log was not sticking out a second ago. Is it strapped? I'm gonna have to redo that stack. I can't load like that. Jeez, what happened? Did I not strap it? It's strapped. It's just like saying that those other ones are not strapped in properly or something. Dropping back down right here. That's not what I was trying to do. It's a little messy. Why does the last one have to give me the most problem? Whoa, it's just like sliding out on me. See that? I'm gonna try it again. Because it is not doing what it's supposed to be doing here. I'm not sure what's going on, but now they're all uneven. Very strange. Maybe if I just get them that close and then strap them like that. I don't know why this specific pile here is giving me such grief. That's the only thing about getting like bigger stacks going. You have to get them like pretty tight in order to load them onto the truck. If you do smaller loads, say 5 logs, usually when you push them together, the bundle is small enough where you don't even have to grab them up. All you have to do is grab them with the straps, and then, and those are all over the place there. All you have to do is grab them with the straps and then drop them in the truck. You don't have to use the claw at all, which is nice. But usually it works out a little bit cleaner than that. Shut these on a little bit better here. Oh yeah, this thing's such a beast. There's not too much stuff that this thing can't move around. It's such a strong thing. Alright, I'm gonna go over here. And this is our last, I keep saying the last pile, but this right here is actually our very last pile of wood on this field. And I've done enough forestry in the last, you know, half a dozen episodes that I could go without it for a little bit, but there'll be more. We're not getting rid of those machines. They're leased. We gotta make some money off them still. So we're not done there. But a little break from forestry for a bit is going to be nice. Dang, this one wants to give me a hard time as well, huh? Alright, maybe that one tree is not going to go, but see, you can just grab the whole stack like that, which doesn't always work the best, but it's never the worst. Whoa. Too fast movements, too fast. Oh, hit me in the head. Oh, look at that overcast coming in though, huh? Like, kind of looks cool on that little mountain hill range in the background. That's why it's always good to try to get your load the best balance you can. You know, I kind of rush it sometimes and don't re-grab, but if you do re-grab and get a more balanced load, usually it pays off more in the end. Makes for like a smoother operation. I think they're gonna go in, all of you. There's a lot of trees there. Maybe if I give a little nudge. I'm just trying to like get some of those to settle down a little bit more. Mostly this one on the outside here. So if I could just come in here like this and... Oh, I missed it. Go down. I'm on it, but not under it. Come on, don't be stubborn. I almost thought I was going to roll right back down there again. Okay, we just have... See, I can't see in that view all the way. But in this view, it's probably not terrible. Especially if you're using it like this. See, I don't know where my tracks are. Let's go ahead and straighten that out. So, at least if I make a movement with that, I know where my tracks are in relation to my movements. But if you use this enough and you like say you open up the claw and you figure out where like your center is, which that looks like it's pretty close to center, and you can use your strap, you can pick up one log really quick like that. So if you're doing small bits with this one, it's usually pretty fast to load. I wish I could see higher out of my cab. I can't see what that's doing up there. Where if I was operating this in real life, I could lean forward and look up through my windshield, but with the old tunnel vision that we got going on here of not being able to see like the peripheral view out of your eyeball, you know. But a lot of this stuff's pretty fun in cab operating. It's just another challenge. Alright, that's gonna live there for a bit. Like we got the one stick sticking off the top, but I'm not worried about it. That is our last bit of logs, right? We'll do one little look here just because for some reason I keep saying that's the last logs and then I find another pile. But it looks like that is officially our last truckload out of here. Pretty awesome. Appreciate you guys being here to watch me haul these out. I was going to do all this part off screen and then just have this last load of logs down there waiting to load on the gantry crane, or at least the load of logs ready to go up to the sawmill on the barge. I'm just really hoping once we get the logs on the barge and we pull the barge out of the dock there, that the lagging stops. Yeah, we'll see. This is a water fill point now. That was in the update. It's funny too because that got updated. When I first saw that, I was pretty sure that was a water fill point, and that wasn't at the time, but now it's going to be. Yeah, have you guys looked at any of the pictures for FS19? Going back through there, some of the lighting on this map is pretty cool. Some of like the hedges and stuff like that look like they have pretty good detail to them when you're driving through. They're pretty nice looking. Some of the detail on the new game, it looks real, man. It looks so good. Like I know in the preview always looks a little bit better graphically, you know, but man, some of the pictures I've been seeing for FS22 just look so good. Alright, let's get this taken down here. Oh yeah, also that Joskin trailer over there is a water tanker. The mod, it's like a nice chrome finish on it. That thing, I could not fill it up with water or anything. Like, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I can try again and it'll work this time, but I tried all kinds of different stuff. Water standpipe, water fill points, nothing. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I was going to tip over right there for a sec. I'll shut this down. This could be here for a bit. Alright. Oh, dang it. Of course I did. Oh, don't need to turn it on though. I just need to take the straps off. My luck, I get down here, strap up to the gantry, and end up loading the whole truck on the boat, you know? On the barge. It's like one of those big claw games, you know? Claw machine. I was usually pretty good at those. Depending on the machine, you know? If it was a decent machine, I like stuff like that. I hope eventually in Farm Sim we'll have like cranes and all kinds of different stuff like that. Wouldn't it be cool to be able to operate like a big crane, like on a big construction site or something? I know there's other like simulator game type of stuff, but there's not that many cool ones for console that I've seen, and nothing is like smooth and like nice. Like Giants on Farm Sim is like, for a simulating type of game, I find it pretty darn good. I want these lower. Go all the way down. I'm just gonna drop them on like that right there. Boom, there's a load. That's what she said. Lag City. So yeah, it was 40 grand to lease all the stuff. I'm looking to at least get, say, 50. I think it was just over 40. Let's get these loaded up right here. His last, maybe 8 logs here. Excuse me. And then we'll go ahead and go make some money. I really hope that we're getting like 100 grand. Because if we could do 100, then we'll be, oops, I keep doing that. Keep going side to side instead of up and down. But yeah, loading these out of this truck and trailer combo with this gantry crane is, it makes this pretty short work, minus the lag. Hopefully I'm not going to run into the top of that. It's up high enough. It looks like just barely up high enough. This is a good load of logs. This actually ended up being a lot more than I thought I was going to get in here. I think when Silly P did his load on here, I think he was running like 8 meters because his load was pretty full, but he only ran like half of the barge, and those logs take up almost the whole length of the barge. Alright, let's get this thing out of here. Too laggy over here. As soon as we're away from those logs, it's like a lot better. Watch. As soon as we get about there, yep, they're cleared up. Alright, right there is it. And there's our pile of logs. It's like, you know, I think there's already enough fuel in here. We'll get some more though. We'll go ahead and put the ramps up. It's lagging out a bit right now. Hopefully it doesn't do that the whole time. Maybe with the straps it won't do it as much. It's lagging out pretty good. It's a lot of logs on there, people. It's a lot of material on there. All in one pile, you know? Most maps don't like that. Oh, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Close. All I want to do is swing around and get some more fuel. Filling this thing up is super cheap. Clear that point. Don't hit, don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Almost scraped the paint. Not quite. It's hard to steer because we're lagging so hard. It's like I can't get the full reaction of what it's going to do next. I'm just kind of going with the flow here on the lagginess of this log pile. So hanging there. If it seems a little slow, it's because it is. Just need to get right here to this green can. This is our fuel tank right here. I wish it was set up to where you could just fill, like while you're in the dock, or when you're parked, you could fill. That'd be cool. We'll get right here. We'll get some petroleum product here, some diesel for this thing. We'll go ahead and back her on out. It was only 23 bucks to top her off, but I just want to make sure we have full load. For anybody wondering too, if the barge, there's not like a reset for the barge. If you run out of fuel, you could drive right under. You could drive right out there with your semi truck with the fuel tanker on it. I tried. I used my blue tanker that can hold diesel and all that stuff, and I wasn't out of diesel, but I had enough room in there where. Oh, don't hit that! Don't hit that! Oh, I dinged it just a hair. It's hard to tell with all that lag going on. But I brought it out, and the truck was in the water, trailer was in the water, nothing disappeared. Fuel was all in there really good. Nothing to worry about. Man, it's going to be a smooth ride back after this laggy ride on the way up. This is something. What if I unstrap it now? Boom, look at that. Maybe it'll be not as bad now. It doesn't feel as bad. Set cruise control here. It's weird it didn't just jump right into cruise control. It wouldn't let me. Alright, well, we got the barge. We're hauling a load up to the sawmill. One lag at a time. One log at a time and one lag at a time. If anybody out there is enjoying this that hasn't hit the thumbs up yet, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, help the channel grow. If anybody out there's new as well, new to the channel, new to the live stream thing, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that hit the bell for notifications. That way, when I do have new content or live stream coming out, that way you guys know about it. It does not seem like we're moving at 14 miles an hour. But we are. I'd say we're going a little bit slower than normal. We're doing 14, but with the lag, I think we're going just a bit slower. But like I said, the drive back from the sawmill will be nice, smooth, mellow ride. This would be one thing that I wouldn't want to use the barge that much for, is loading logs. Like, it's cool, it's a cool option, but I really like the option of being able to drive, like, trucks and tractors and all kinds of equipment onto the barge. I think that's pretty cool. Like, I don't mind hauling log trucks full, you know, across the map. It's not that bad. Well, sometimes, you know how I like to tip them over. So, like, this isn't bad, but with all the lagging, I probably wouldn't prefer it, because so far this trip has not been super fast. But hauling this around, that you can put your harvesters on, and you know, you can haul that type of stuff. Like when we go and do all the different fields, up here on this side when we go and harvest and stuff like that, I'll be having the harvesters on here. I'll have grain carts on here. Trucks will be on here with trailers, all kinds of stuff. Um, we'll be able to put everything that we could put on here for doing the fields, and put everything on here. All the implements, all the plows, cultivators, like whatever we want to get later on, we could put all of that on here and transport it around. That works out really good, like loading, unloading equipment at, like, it's kind of a steep hill to go up into our farm area from the dock down there. But man, you could, it's hard getting up around that road on that other side of our farm. So having the option to ferry all your stuff in, it's pretty cool. It's very nice. Definitely a decent stack. At first I was like, man, are we even going to make any money? Are we taking a loss by leasing that equipment? And I almost didn't want to go that route of getting that equipment right now. I did want the field cleared. I did have a chainsaw. I did have that other Unreal wood chipper. So it's not like a big deal. We could have got the logs taken off. I could have went and cut the signpost, but then we would have lost some money on it, so I didn't want to go that route. But going this route, we're doing a load of logs on the barge, which is the only map in Farm Sim that has a barge like this. So if I didn't get the logs made, then how are we going to use the barge to do it? Also, the other forestry area is right up here. That's that whole plot I'm talking about buying. It's right there to the left, up on top, right above where that boat is going by. That area would be hard to use the barge for to haul logs, right? So the sawmill is on the same island. Why would we struggle to load the logs on the barge just to go around to the other side of the island? Like, I can see if it was really tricky getting there, like, yeah, that's a cool option, but it's not tricky to get there. You just drive right around the corner and drop off the logs in the sawmill. So we probably won't be using the barge too much for doing logging, but we can definitely use it for loading and unloading equipment, like, a lot. I bet it won't be very laggy on there. I think that's going to be a good way to go. I wonder how much stuff we can actually put on here, like equipment wise. You can see how many logs we could put on here. Pretty good amount. And too bad we're lagging so bad. Hey, what's up, Jim? How's it going, man? Glad you could pop in. He said, "Does the frame rate not improve when you put the straps on?" No, let's see. Why is it not letting me? Oh, there goes the straps for a second. It wasn't letting me do the straps. No, because I was hoping we could put more on here, but with the straps on there, it almost seems like the logs are struggling to stay on, and then when I let go, see how the logs pop apart like that? So there's a lot of movement going on up there. I'm not sure what that's all about. But we should be able to put a full load on here, right? Don't you think? But every time I strap it and then unstrap it, it's like a lot of tension. I know they're tension straps, but those logs they're trying to shift around, and they don't look very stable. You can see them shifting and moving all over the place, but I know that's how logs are in the game. But here in just a bit, once we sell these, since the sell point's just around the corner. And are there going to be lights on the barge for doing night transport missions with the barge? Since you're going to be doing the lights on the boat. Yeah, it depends on the system and what or how many it can handle, for sure. And I'm on just PS4, so I find it depends on the map too. Like I forget who the creator of Blue Mountain Valley is. I'm sure you might know that, but that map is very, very stable when it comes to forestry. But it's also a very basic map. It doesn't have as many things going on within the map, so I'm sure that also affects it. Oh, PlayStation? Yeah. It's all console, man. Did you ever check out my No Man's Land field there? I halfway destroyed your map by planting that whole map in soybeans. I posted that on. I thought I posted that on your Discord. I might have posted that on CLP's Discord. PS4 can only really handle 2 truckloads. Nah, it's handling 4 right now. This is 4 truckloads. Each truckload had 40 trees. So this is every tree besides the small trees out of field 6. This was the last material out of field 6. So I'm not sure if you know how many trees are on all the fields that you planted, but so far we have harvested 609 trees out of this. And that's not counting all the extra logs around. You had the logs in field 1 sitting there. Thank you for that, by the way. The logs up in the main farm. Thank you again for that, by the way. Those are not just decorative, everybody. Those are left there by the good sir himself. I like all the little stuff he left around, like the pig food and all the different little, there's everything left up there on the ground to get it going right away. It's pretty cool. But yeah, riding the way back will be pretty smooth. But yeah, if you did lights on the barge too, like so if the boat and the barge both had lights on it, I think that'd be badass. I think that'd be sweet. And was that in that picture you sent me on that boat? Was that a spotlight, like a movable spotlight, or is that like a stationary headlight of sorts? It looked like it was kind of aimed off to one side. Oh, the barge has lights too. You are the man. Because as soon as you sent me that later on, I was running the barge. I'm like, ah, oh, man. I didn't want to bug. I don't ever want to bug you. Even when I said hello earlier, wasn't trying to bug. It's just like I feel like um, ever since CLP's, Discord started, that everybody's been on their chat and not so much on yours. So I'm like, I better tell Jim hello. But I know you were busy. Searchlight, you can move around. I thought so because you kind of had it aimed off to the side. It didn't look like it was straight on. So this will be the first load of logs I've sold over here. I'm pretty sure that it's over on this end, right? On this far right end. Is the wood chips we've been selling over there. I won't be doing too many logs on this. This will be probably the only load of logs that I do on the barge, Jim, so I'm not too worried about frame rate, having a full load. Mostly I'll be using this to haul equipment, so I'm sure I won't have a worry. It won't have a frame rate drop, I don't think, by hauling whatever equipment I have on here. I don't think I'll have a problem with that at all. He says, sadly, you say you can jump to Discord. Oh, yeah. I know. I'm like new to Discord, thanks to you, actually. It's been fun, and you're the reason why I started getting on there. I don't have my own Discord, but being on your Discord as a streamer, and then I got the content creator role over there on Mr. Sealy P's channel, which is awesome. They set me up right away on that. Doing both of those has been a blast, man, and yes, very distracting at work. When I was bugging you saying hi earlier, I was at work, not getting my work done. And I've been super busy. I've been slammed at work. I was talking about that earlier, but man, exciting times in the farm sim world. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna back up and I'm not gonna do all that crashing back and forth. Just too many logs, like having many bales on console. But they don't let me get too many bales on console. I've tried. They made us a little shed that we could put them in, but I can only make 200. And then when they had the big baler come out, I thought since it was a big baler, I'm like, oh yeah, now we could get not just 200, but we have 206,000s. So now we're going up by, you know, 50%, right? Yeah, we're going up by 50%. But no, we can only do 186,000 liter bales. Like, oh, come on. I think it was only 180. I was like, darn it. And this lag is killing me. We're almost here. It's going to clear up so quick when we sell. All right, Jim, so you're the man, right? So I got this load here. There's 160 logs here. 4 loads of 40. 12-meter logs on normal economy. What's your guess on how much we're going to get? Normal economy, 6,000. Sorry, 160 logs, 12 meters. Leasing was about 42 grand with the mill loader and the Ponzi Scorpion King, the MRF edition with flatbed. I'm hoping that we at least cover that 42 grand. I'm hoping for 100,000. 300,000? Oh yeah, that'd be way nicer. Let's see who's closer. Closer without going over. Closer without going over. Warco, what's up, Warco? How's it going, buddy? You're gonna go 150? Alright. So closest without going over. The price is right. You're gonna go 150. You got 300. Anybody else out there with the guess before I hit the button? I'm hoping it's more than 42. I say 100,000. 186,768. That is awesome. That is really good. Yeah, 300,000. Yeah. So you went over, Jim. You lost. Yeah, Warco, you win because you got 150. I said 100. Yeah, not 30,000. Yeah, 300,000. Yeah. So yeah, we did pretty well. That's awesome. Oh yeah, you love the barge. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you just heard, but Jim said that it's gonna have lights on it. Oh man, it's all cleared up over here. We could drive. We could drive. That lag was killing me. I felt like I couldn't drive this thing. I love driving these around, as long as I don't scrape it up on the concrete there. Oh, minus. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I missed your small little minus there. Minus 300,000. That would be my luck, I tell you what. He said, Lights, Jimster, you are a legend. Yes, he is. He's too kind. He won't tell you he is, but he is. Yeah, him and Sealy P, both, man, both you guys are something else. And that's why it's kind of cool doing the Discord with all you guys, because I feel like us just goofing around on there, it's like farm sim history in the making, you know? And it's just like, that's why it's so exciting doing all this stuff, because, you know, it's like the tip of the iceberg. Doing all the farm sim, everything can lead to so much, and there's so much potential where it could go in the future. It's just pretty outrageous, you know, and it's cool that we can all be a part of it. Some more than others, but, you know, we're all part of it in one way or another, small or big. So we're going to haul back down here. And yeah, we got money in the bank now. Look at that. We got money in the bank. So we gotta go, and we'll end up buying a field, probably a 13 or 14. Excuse me, I've got a little stuffy in my nose there. Let's see. 13 had oats on it. Oh yeah, 16's oats, 14's barley. So it's one of the other, one of the two here. This has some nice grass around it. Oh, that reminds me, we have grass I want to mow around field 6. I didn't know that we owned that land around that field. And, yeah. You said, I see it as we are all one big family. The farm sim family love the community. Yeah, for sure. You said lights are only useful when close to land. They don't really light up the water. Yeah, but that's fine though. It's like, I don't know. I think it's more for looks. But the spotlight, does the spotlight? But is there a spotlight on the barge too, or is it only on the boat? Which is fine. But having like some headlights as you pull up to the dock, I think that is pretty sweet. I do love, I didn't notice before, or I didn't tell you before, but having the ramp on the front and the back is awesome, because when you pull up to somewhere, you can pull up and you could, like, if your equipment's facing one way, you can pull up, and then you pull the other way. You don't have to, like, back it off. If you're like, if you pull up to where you can just drive your equipment off, then you don't have to worry about it. You can drive back on. You don't have to pull the barge in a different direction. You can just drive out the other way. Only the grain boat will have the light. Yeah, that's all good. I kind of figured as much, like, because the style of the boat, it's easy to put a spotlight on there versus, you know, trying to find somewhere to mount a spotlight on to the barge. I would think, anyways. My creative gears are turning. And when I was talking about that campfire, that was just a little fun thing. I was setting up a little role play type of thing for Blue Mountain Valley, and had a little campsite set up with your camp tents and different stuff like that, and a little pop out toy hauler trailer and stuff. And I'm like, man, I need a fire pit. And the first thing I thought about was, ah, man, Alien Jim's fire pit on Sussex Farms. You can, like, turn the fire on and off. Oh, it's brilliant. There's so many things like that in this map. There's so many things on this map I haven't even discovered yet. Like, come on now, you put sharks in the water. You got great white sharks floating around. But there's a lot of stuff around that. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna fuel up right now. That way, when we go and haul out, we don't have to worry about stopping, flipping around, and getting fuel. Like when I drive the grain boat, as soon as I flip it back around, I come over, I refuel, and park it. That way, next time we use it, it's ready to go. And also, if you look just up ahead behind that boat there's various little spots around the map that Jim put in where you could pull the barge up to those areas if you don't want to load, like, under the gantry crane, or each little spot has a little extra little docking area for the use of the barge. Oh, did I do that right? Let's see if I can still make it here. I'll back up just a hair. Ah, nope, still not. At least it's not lagging. It was tough driving this thing when it was lagging out, and that's nothing to do with this barge. This barge actually handles quite well. It's so crazy we have a barge in the game. I still think it's awesome. This right here makes this map better than all other maps already. Like, you got a boat and you got a barge. You know, it's pretty sweet. When you first got on the map, I'm sorry, when you first got on the map before the change to the ferry style, you didn't try to drive the Land Rover on the bridge. Oh, you did try? Yeah. R.I.P. Land Rover, yeah. Oh, sadly, oh What is it? Oh, for the smoke and fire. Oh, it doesn't work. So does that have to be just a certain thing on that map itself? Gotcha. If you guys haven't checked out Sussex Farms yet, go over and check out Sussex Farms. Another one of Jim's brilliant maps. It's kind of where I started. Started on that one. There's just so many sell points, digestate, like the biogas plant, the bunker over there is ridiculous. It's huge. You can't keep up with the digester over there. You can run, if you run like normal speed, it's just a hog. It just eats everything up, and then you know you can run so many liters through that thing. You know, I'm probably gonna store this right here for now. Speaking of digesting all that stuff, that's what we're doing now. We have like 60,000 liters of digestator, so I'm gonna grab a load here and we'll go ahead and make some more money while we're at it. No guarantees that will be there in the bank when you guys get back, but I at least want to show you guys that we are we are making money. That's crazy. That was $186,000. That was really good. The first time I played in this map was because of Sealy P. He excited me. Yeah, every time he gets on even when he doesn't start a map, but when he like does his map reviews and he gets excited and shows it off, it makes me get excited as well. Yeah, you like the shed pack? Yeah, for sure. Sometimes all you need is a beer and a boat. Yeah. Yeah, amen, Shane. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks for the chat. Yeah, you must get on with the update work. Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for being on again. Yes, pop in from time to time, see how your map's doing. You know, I'll do it justice. Appreciate you being here, and you know, I'll talk to you in the Discord and stuff. Don't work too hard, you know. Take some you time too. This game's not gonna go anywhere. I need to come back around and get some water too. Yeah, bye for now. See ya, man. So, yeah, I'll just go around the block here. We're going to pull up. So from the biogas plant, Jim put this massive pipeline that runs across the map. Well, you don't have to go all the way down to the biogas plant anymore. You can, but that pipe runs all the way up here to the main farm, and we can just haul our digestate out right out of this thing. I'm not the biggest fan of the look of this tanker, but it does the job, and it's a lease right now. We'll get a different one eventually. So we have 68,000 liters of digestate in here. The price on digestate's down just a bit, but yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and cash out a little bit. It's not down much. It's down to just over 1,000, and I've only seen it get up to like 11 something. So it's not down by a lot, and I could wait, but we're gonna have another 250,000 liters of silage going in the digester soon. So very soon it's gonna start cashing out some more. So this load here, you can get a bigger tanker. I went with a smaller. It's weird it doesn't look smaller, but it's only a 25,000 liter tank here. So we're gonna go down here, we're gonna run a load, and all we have to do is come down here to the slurry yard, which is kind of right up here by Field 6, right on the outskirts of Field 6 over here. So even our slurry yard is really close. And what's nice too is, like, Jim usually has, it's usually a sort of basic slurry yard, but it's a slurry yard nonetheless. You don't have to place a Missy B slurry yard down. He'll have them on his maps. And I'm not just chatting Jim up because he's in the chat and he's been kind to us or whatever. I've always liked his maps. You go back to all my very, very first stuff, and I talk about his maps and No Man's Land and all that type of stuff very often. Way, way before any of that. So I think that we sell maybe here. Oh, we sure do. So we'll go ahead and dump that there. Money's going up. So that should give us 25 grand or so right there. Not too shabby. It is always cool when Jim pops in the streams though and checks and see how he does. You know, we're a small channel still starting, and you know the designer of the maps that we love is checking our stuff out. It's a pretty big deal, guys. Pretty big deal. And Warco, if you're still on, I really appreciate you being on too, buddy. You got some awesome content. If you guys haven't checked out Warco Entertainment yet, get over there and check out Warco. Make sure you guys give him a thumbs up and subscribe to his channel. Help him grow. He's going to be there in no time. He also is content creator on Mr. Sealy P's channel. He's also streamer role on Alien Jim's channel. Him and I got pretty much the same roles on both channels, so I chat with him pretty often. Cool stuff over there, guys. Make sure you check it out. But yeah, we got a bunch of silage that's about to be done, fermenting. We'll be cashing out on that as well. I think we're just going to keep on going. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. We'll let that fill. You know, it's been a 3-hour long stream. It was supposed to be 2. 3 hours for you guys after a long days of work. Got to work in the morning still. But, man, loving it. Big things happening. We're just going to keep on building up from here. We're going to keep on going. If anybody out there is new to the channel, please subscribe. If you liked it, let me know by hitting that thumbs up. And make sure you guys hit that bell. Until next time, peace out, y'all. See ya.